Hi, you're with India Post Live, India's first online news conversation web TV, where you too can participate in this conversation. And how you can do that is just by simply going to indiapostlive.com and logging in and posting your questions or comments over there. You can also follow us on Twitter, hashtag IndiaPostLive to join the conversation, or use our Twitter handle at IndiaPostLive, or you can get in touch with us on Facebook as well via India Post Live. And if you go to indiapostlive.com, there's a fabulous contest that we are running called Hum Bole, which you too can participate in. We're asking three very simple questions. Who will be the biggest party? Who will be the biggest alliance? And who will be the Prime Minister? And if you answer those questions right, you could even win a car. So go check that contest out. All right, but today we are talking, it's the penultimate day of Manmohan Singh as Prime Minister. Tomorrow the results come out. And while there have been quite a few Prime Ministers in waiting in the past, well, the Prime Minister was there for 10 years. And in those 10 years, he gave us, well, some would say good policies, bad policies, but he gave us a lot of good jokes. And that is what we're going to talk about today. All the jokes that the good Dr. Singh gave us, I mean, he was quiet and he was circumspect through his entire 10 years, but there were a few times when he did manage to crack a few good ones, and a few good ones were also cracked on him. So let's take you through one of those. All right, so that was Dr. Manmohan Singh being helped, and Sanjeev Singh and Adil Khan joined me in the studio. Sanjeev, of course, is our resident expert over here at India Post Live, and Adil is an also mimicry artist, and was supposed to come dressed as be dressed as Manmohan Singh, but then at the last moment, I think he wanted to be dressed as Modi now that the tide is turning. Is that so, Adil?
What do you want me to say? I mean, I have nothing to say right now. I should call Sonia ji for that. She can give you the answer.
All right, well, Sonia ji, whether she comes on this network and gives us an answer, we'll have to wait for that. And if Sonia Gandhi is watching this, you can also tweet out to us, and you can also reach out and log in and post your comment or question, or you can even come via Skype and chat with us. On Skype right now, we have with us Nitin Sukhija. Nitin is our resident expert and has covered the entertainment industry for the longest time. And of course, he has also a few wisecracks about Manmohan Singh. Nitin, for 10 years, the good Dr. Singh held high office, but he also gave us some good howlers.
Yeah, because I personally believe there have been three Sardars of Indian joke industry: late Khushwant Singh, Navjot Singh Sidhu, and Dr. Manmohan Singh. And Dr. Manmohan Singh gave us all the funny moments by not speaking anything. So that's the difference. That's why he's different from Sidhu and Khushwant Singh. And how can you not be a joke when you don't react to things? So I think the number of caricatures, first Prime Minister for 10 years after Indira Gandhi, who was the Prime Minister for 10 years, and he doesn't say anything. So he has to be he's a delight for cartoonists, delight for people who make jokes. Then like the latest one that I've heard, and I had to share this with you guys, is before Sanjeev shares it with you guys, is that Manmohan Singh wife goes to Sonia Gandhi's house and asks for the remote control back, saying that now I need it. So no, he's a remote control prime minister.
All right. Let's have a couple of jokes that have been doing the rounds. There are so many of those. We sifted through all the jokes that were there floating around on social media. And one of the few jokes that is there on your screen right now, Sonia Gandhi says to Manmohan Singh, "I'm bored, message me a few jokes." Manmohan Singh says, what does Manmohan Singh say?
Madam, I am a cabinet meeting taking important decisions. I am in a cabinet meeting taking important decisions.
And Sonia Gandhi says, "Ha ha ha, good one, send a few more."
These people, they never take me seriously.
All right. Why don't we have another couple of jokes? Ajib, as far as Manmohan Singh, the Manmohan Singh and the remote control, I don't think it's going to ever, that could be his lasting legacy.
Yeah, as Nitin was saying, he has, given a field day to all cartoonists and other people. But, if you go back into time, 1991, when he actually came on the political scene, his boss was Narasimha Rao, and he became famous because he said, not taking a decision is also taking a decision. So I think that's from where the Guru-Chela relationship started, so much so that, when he got the top job, I think he must be remembering Narasimha Rao at that time.
All right, why don't we play out a few other jokes or in fact a video if we have. One video that Manmohan Singh himself cracks a funny liner. Let's try to see if that my producer can play that out. Ronnie, go ahead. Well, these, in fact, while that video is played, what you can see on your screen right now are videos from Pakistan where Manmohan Singh was lampooned a lot as well. So not just India, not just over here, but even across the border, Dr. Singh became a figure who was ridiculed. And I mean, in all fairness, I mean, given your stature, you are bound to have a few jokes cracked about you.
Yeah, we must give it to Dr. Singh for the simple fact that, he took everything in his stride. I mean, each time we would cover a rally or, a big function of the Congress party, he would be there saying the same things that I'd like to extend my gratitude to Sonia ji and then, carry on. Everyone would, there'd be slight murmurs, people will be laughing, but he just went about his job doing, it didn't bother him as such. So, one has to give it to him because you have a lot of other politicians, if you crack a joke and, they get serious. So at least that at that point, I think we have to give it to Dr. Singh.
All right, and why don't we play out a few more jokes? So,
We will send Indians to the moon next year.
and Obama responds, oh, how many?
100 according to reservation, 35 OBC, 30 SC, 20 ST, 10 handicapped, 5 sports quota, 4 minority, and if possible, 1 astronaut.
So this is what affirmative action means.
Inclusive growth.
Inclusive growth. You take everybody along. All right, let's see what other jokes we have in store. All right, a man asks Sardarji why Manmohan Singh goes walking in the evening and not in the morning. And the Sardarji replied, "Arey bhai, Manmohan is PM, not AM." Nitin, any other funny ones come to your mind?
Yeah, I've just got 2 more jokes.
Yeah.
This is, when they asked Manmohan Singh that, when people were so much corrupt, जब इतने सारे पैसे खाए गए, तो आप कुछ बोले क्यों नहीं? So he says, मुझे बचपन में सिखाया गया था कि खाना खाते वक्त बोलते नहीं है.
But Sanjeev, at the end of the day, all these jokes that went around had a very serious kernel of truth in them. The fact that he did not communicate well enough and the fact that never action was taken when it really mattered for the Congress party, for the government to do something. And that is something that perhaps is the reason why there's so many jokes floating around about him.
Yeah, if you look at it, when in 2008, when the whole standoff happened on the Indo-US nuclear deal, I think that was one of the moments where we actually saw Manmohan Singh playing the role of a great Sardar. He decided that he will go ahead with it despite all opposition. But from 2009 onwards, ever since there was a divide between the Congress party and the government, and with no affirmative action coming from the government of India, he just got lampooned, and with passing time, the lampooning got bigger and bigger, so much to the extent that now that joke on WhatsApp doing the rounds that Manmohan Singh's wife goes to get back the remote from Sonia Gandhi.
All right, we have another video that in fact has the Prime Minister in waiting, as he calls himself, taking on the good Dr. Singh and laughing about it as well. Let's take a look at this one.
अभी किसी ने मुझे एक SMS भेजा था, उसमें लिखा था कि डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी को ऑस्कार का अवार्ड मिला. कलाकारों को मिलता है. दारिया साहब, आप तो बुजुर्ग हैं. ऑस्कार का अवार्ड मिला क्यों? तो बोले प्रधानमंत्री की बेस्ट एक्टिंग के लिए. मैंने एक बार प्रधानमंत्री से बात की. मैंने ये नहीं कहा है प्रधानमंत्री ने मेरे से बात की.
All right, Nitin, we just saw Narendra Modi ridiculing Manmohan Singh, and Manmohan Singh really never hit back at Modi in that sense. I mean, do you? Sardars Sardars are really known for their good nature, as they're called in the Delhi parlance, jolly natured, so to say. So, was that aspect missing from Dr. Singh? I mean, too much of a studious nature, perhaps.
Yeah, Sardar, who's an economist, Sardar, who was an RBI governor. These are oxymorons here. A Sardar who became the prime minister of the country, and very serious man. So yes, he never hit back. He never. I think one incident in the parliament, he tried to hit back at the opposition by reading some poetry, some shade that he read there. I mean, you don't see him hitting back at the parliament in the opposition in the parliament. You don't see him hitting back in. You see that he's missing that sense of humor which Sardars are supposed to have. He's a serious man. I've just got another joke while we're talking, saying that after these elections, like tomorrow, the countdowns happen, and he's quit as the prime minister. One old man goes to 7 RCR and tells the guard that I want to meet Dr. Manmohan Singh, the Prime Minister of India. So the guard tells him, sir, he's no more the Prime Minister of India. He doesn't live here. Goes back. Next morning, the guy goes again. Says, I want to meet the Prime Minister of India. Dr. Manmohan Singh says, sir, he's not the Prime Minister. He's quit. He doesn't stay here. Third day, he comes again, and the guard gets angry. Guard tells him, look, I've told you he's not the Prime Minister here. Please don't come again. The old man says, look, I know he's not the Prime Minister anymore, but I like to hear it. And the guard says, sir, see you tomorrow. I mean, that's the irony. Somebody who was such a good economist, somebody who could have been, like Sanjeev was saying, that somebody who took a stand at the nuclear deal in 2008. When they didn't have left supporting them, when they had Congress more in control, you saw Manmohan Singh less in control. I don't know why. When Congress was more in control of the government, you saw less of Manmohan Singh in control. So that's why he became a joke.
Yeah, interesting point there, Sanjeev. As far as the Congress is concerned, I mean, even within party circles at 24 Akbar Road, Manmohan Singh was often the butt of jokes. He wasn't really respected as the leader prime minister for many within the party itself, and that is why he became easy fodder for the opposition.
Yeah, in fact, I remember in 2006 or 7, I had done a story where, you have those vendors who sell all the photographs outside party offices. And that vendor had no photograph of Manmohan Singh, He had Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi. And then, it just struck me. I went around the Congress office, and I think there were only 3 rooms which had photos of Manmohan Singh. The other rooms only had Sonia Gandhi over there. So, that sort of reflected the power structure within the Congress party. And even in parliament, we saw, opposition would, just tear into him. He'd be sitting there quietly listening to it. It was almost as if, he didn't care what they were saying, and he just went about his job like a normal bureaucrat would go. And yesterday, I read somewhere that he was perhaps the best cabinet secretary that India never had. So that just goes to show that, perhaps, he wasn't a real politician. So that verve or that connect between the other parliamentarians and him, that connect somewhere was missing. That's why perhaps he didn't gel.
All right, but that could be one of the reasons. In fact, let's, but on a lighter note, because this is a lighter show about banter, and please do not take offense anybody, whether you're Sikh, whether you're Dr. Manmohan Singh, whether you're Sonia Gandhi, whether you're Narendra Modi, we're ridiculing all because after all, we've had a strenuous 1.5 months of hectic electioneering. Let's have a little fun now. All right, so let's play out a couple of more jokes. Ronnie, go ahead. So one day Manmohan Singh, and that day has come, and his autobiography will be called 3 Mistakes of My Life, 2G, 3G and Sonia Ji. This is an old one that's been doing the round. The other joke that I remember, Nitin, is of course the one that says put your phones on Manmohan mode before entering a meeting. So I mean, the fact that his eloquent silence became his signature style, wasn't it? I mean, Adil's been sitting quietly, eloquently over here. So I think, Adil, is that Dr. Singh's style?
What's wrong in it? You see, a person is sitting quietly. What's wrong in it? You people tell me. I mean, you are sharing jokes about Manmohan Singh. What's so wrong in it?
All right, Nitin, but at the end of the fact is that I wish he would have responded. Wish he would have come back with a couple of liners. But if you were Manmohan Singh, what would you say to Narendra Modi today? Which is the joke that you would crack on him?
Then what
Yeah,
you should-
I have no idea what that was, Nitin.
That was whatever was fed by Sonia ji was yeah. No, but I have a point to make here. I think Manmohan Singh should have fought Lok Sabha elections. I think that's where you actually meet people and you
Like,
why
he
is Narendra
fought
Modi
and lost, if I'm not mistaken, from South Delhi,
Yeah.
the one before 1999, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he lost 10. And then last 10 years, he was of course member of Rajya Sabha. But I think he should have fought Lok Sabha election. We could have seen maybe a lighter side of him. We could have seen maybe he was cracking jokes on Narendra Modi when he was, standing on a dais and making speeches.
But-
Right now, when he goes to the Prime Minister,
But-
he just makes, yeah.
But Nitin, there is a fundamental issue with what you're saying. If he had fought Lok Sabha elections, then he would have had to
wouldn't have
talk,
been-
na?
He wouldn't have been the Prime Minister.
No, he would have had to talk.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Then probably he would have talked.
All right, let's
Yeah,
take the last joke. And if you have any jokes, you too can come in and join this conversation. Share those jokes with us. Share a funny video. If you want to make a cartoon, send that out to us. We'll, of course, put it out there with your name and your Twitter handle or however you want to send it. Even if you want to use a carrier pigeon, send one over. All right, let's play out another joke. When Manmohan Singh went to Thailand, the native thought that the Buddha was reborn, such inner peace. And when Manmohan Singh was born, 7 days of silence was declared by the government of India. Alright, so as far as silence is golden is concerned, Manmohan Singh obviously had a treasure because of the amount of silence that he brought in with. But final words, if Manmohan Singh was to reply to Modi, what should his reply be? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think over it, Adil and Nitin, but Sanjeev, why don't you go ahead and try first?
Well, the joke is already doing the rounds. Abki baar Modi Sarkar. But I mean, to think of it like that, if I had to counter him, perhaps, I would say, tu cheez badi hai mast mast, because of the marketing skills that Narendra Modi has.
Alright, Nitin?
Yeah, I can't think of it offhand. I think Adil should go first and let me think of it till then. Yeah.
What I have to say to Mr. Modi is, you are not going to make any sarkar. अब की बार holiday पे चलो यार.
I think that's a good one, yeah. But I think, see, on a serious note, I think he's going to tell him that, boss, you're lucky, you don't have a Sonia ji behind you.
Alright, but let's see what is behind Narendra Modi if he does become the Prime Minister. We'll have to wait for a few hours till tomorrow morning and to figure out the results. But thank you very much for coming in, Sanjeev, Adil and Nitin. And for all you viewers, of course, we'll be doing special election programming right here on India Post Live. So you can come in and participate on that as well. You can go to indiapostlive.com and check out the contest that we are running over there. It's called Hum Bole, where you can even win a car. It's a sedan. It's not even a tiny car. It's a big car, and you can win that one. It's also along with iPods, iPads, and a whole host of other goodies. All you have to do is answer 3 simple questions, make your prediction. The contest closes tomorrow, so do that as soon as possible if you want to win that car. On that note, we'll wrap up this conversation. Here's wishing that good Dr. Singh all the best for his future endeavors. Thanks so much for watching.